What it do, y'all? It's a wonderful Friday. Hope everybody's having a phenomenal AM. Get to your P's and Q's in one piece. Handle your business in one piece. And always stay G'd up from the feet up when you're walking down this Nazi genocide streets. You heard? Yeah. We're here once again. Here I am. Uncovering breaking news, laying down the info for my kinfolks. Right? So here we are again. So for some of y'all that don't know, the so-called list has been released. And the person that's supposed to make this place great again is also on that list. That's him in the background with William. That's him in the background with William. That's him in the background with William. Pardon the low quality. I screenshotted it off the video that I have. I've been telling you guys this, that you don't have no decisions in making, and the decisions in making the next, you know what, to govern or run or operate this world. This is a corporation. And those that have the high investments in this corporation dictates who becomes the elect. It is not you. It is not me. You are just a part of the show. They, you know, like when you remember back in the days when you went into the movies and you was going to watch the 3D movies, the show allows you, they provide you with them 3D glasses. This is what this is. They allow you to participate in this so-called presidential foolishness so you guys can feel like you are part of the new direction that these people already had laid out for years. They want you to feel inclusive. Yeah, be included. Come on, man. You gotta make it proud. Meanwhile, you don't even understand that the reason why they do that is because they need to take control of your psyche. For those that's been following me for a long time, you know what I say. He that controls the mind controls the spine. If I could control your thoughts, I can control your walk. If I can control your thoughts, I can control your talk. I can navigate, manipulate everything that you know consciously is right or wrong. I can alter that based on the influence or throwing little baits at you guys so you guys can join the party. Because that's just what you are. You just been invited to the shit show where individuals will look you in your face, tell you that this is what they're going to do. This is why we need to be this. This is why we need to border that. This is why we need to ship people off that. Meanwhile, the objective is to enslave the entire world. The first thing that this man did when he got into office and he went over you guys' heads, he told you that we're going to put tariff on all foreign countries, starting with Canada, then we're going to make it to China, then any other place that we did business with, we're going to do that. But subconsciously, you didn't even understand what the heck does that mean. Now tell me, for those that's not in, finances, when did you ever hear this word tariff come from? Never heard that a day in your life. Never ever heard a president mention that word ever. But this man came on the scene and said, this is what we're doing. And the result of that, we got affected behind it. Interest rate went up, cost of living went up, water's gone up, goddamn eggs gone up. And it was all for the greater good of America. And we sat back, we applauded, we say, yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the prices may be a little high, but at least we get to put these niggas aside and ship them away because they ain't coming to play. You understand? Never heard these things a day in my life. Now here we are, 2026. You can't even survive off one paycheck. You gotta do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jobs, slaving. Like you literally, if the average American, if the average citizen can see his everyday life, he literally has one day for himself. Like literally, one day for himself. And that's if he's the one doing everything, paying the bills, etc., etc. Now just imagine the mothers and fathers who are both having to grind and bust their ass because their income, their annual income is not enough to take care of the households. So they have to bust their behind. Who's left? Who's left for the taking? The children. Now the children is being reprogrammed. You see it. You guys are very aware. I told you guys this all the time. All of this is chess. These are chess moves. These are chess moves you guys are witnessing. All of these niggas work with each other. Biden, Trumping, bumping, saying nothing, Joe left behind in. All of these niggas work with each other. They go to dinner, they go to lunch, they go to brunch, and they go into the E-files. You know what I'm saying? They go to the E-island. You know what I'm saying? They go to the E-island to have a good old time. Everything. Now they put all of this nonsense in front of us, and who's getting the short end of the stick? And who's gonna suffer the most at the end? And I'm telling you this, European citizens, listen carefully when I tell you this. You will receive the short end of the stick. The damage will be more to you than everybody else. The damage will be more to you than everybody else. And the reason to that is they have absolutely no love for you. And when I say love, you got to understand the people that is running this so-called place once upon a time came from Germany. Once upon a time, the people that is running this place in real time, 2026, don't even come from here, could care less about this place. Okay? The founding fathers are your founding fathers that you uphold, your Lincolns, your Jeffersons, your George Washingtons. These people are turning in their graves right now as we speak. Because like what's his name said, John F. Kennedy said, there's a foreign entity that has made their way here that's doing et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's why they took him out. And because of that, you see what's going on. Because of that, you see what's going on, guys. Your president had to go to those areas, to those islands, because you got to be a part of the brotherhood. Okay? These are rituals that take place. Okay? These are rituals that take place. This is why they are enslaving you, because they want the children. Remember when Whitney Houston said, I believe the children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Yeah. That was to let the world know that we just want the children. There's no future here for us. There's no future here for us. They gave you a falsified story. They gave you everything you asked for. Every single European American that went to the polls and signed up, and I don't even want to say Europeans, anybody that takes their time out to go run to those polls, to go vote for anything, knowing that anything that you have asked for has never been given. If you're still wasting your time going to that, you are part of the problem. Can you imagine a presidential race, a governor race, a mayoral race, and nobody participated? That would shock the world. That would shock the world. That will let them know that you want back control. That will let them know you want back control, but you guys don't. You guys prefer to be mistreated. You prefer to have people handle your so-called story. You prefer that. You know why you prefer that? Because it doesn't require full responsibility. A responsibility that the average US citizen no longer wants to have. You have given all your sovereignty rights to an entity that could give a shit about you nor your family. If you're thinking that I'm lying, just look at the demographics. Just look. Look what they feeding your children. You think they don't know that Skittles was, you think they didn't know that Skittles was bad? You think they didn't know that Red 40 was bad? You think they didn't know that McDonald's was bad? You think they didn't know that Burger King and all of this bullshit is bad? You think they don't know that? If you thinking that I'm lying, then go look on the internet and ask the owner of McDonald's why he don't have his children eating it. Go ask the owners of Pepsi why they don't have their children drinking it. When Steve Jobs was alive, he said, I would never allow my children to be on an iPad. You think they didn't know? The only reason why shit is coming out now is because we are living in the age of information. And they rather come out with it now than receive a lawsuit. We rather settle it now and let them know. And if they choose to eat it, that's on their own discretion. Huh? You think these people didn't know? You think these Chinese people didn't know that they putting GMO inside your rice, your wonton soup? You think these people don't know? These niggas know everything. You think they don't know that they feeding you? You think that they didn't know that they was feeding you humans? You think they don't know that those turkeys that you buy every Thanksgiving is filled with hormones, sicknesses, and diseases? You ever ask yourself why every Thanksgiving the mass majority of people come out sick? You think they didn't know? You got a rude awakening if you think they don't know what they're doing to you. Breaking news. The Salmonella. We found contaminated Capri Sun. Damn, they even going for the children now. They're like, man, F the adults, man. Let's go after these children now. Breaking news. Only reason why it's broken news is because people are informed now. We are living in the age of information. That is the only reason why you are being informed. Let's get that clear off the gate. Think they don't know? You think they don't know? Oh, listen, every single person that you see on that screen, and I repeat, that you see on that screen is only on that screen because they are part of that brotherhood. Don't you ever think in your life that this man is for the greater good of you. These people can care less. Look at your dogs that they're doing. I see a lot of people investing into their dogs. You think they give a damn about these dogs? These dogs got to take 15 million shots before it's considered a good dog. They're eating food that has been that statistically, scientifically been proven causes bladder cancer. My man lost his dog because of bladder cancer. You think these niggas don't know? The shit that we eat, they don't eat. The shit that they drink, we don't. The shit that they drink, we don't drink. They drink fine, preserved, 1,500-year-old wine. We over here drinking alcohol that was made in a toilet bowl 2 months ago. We drinking wine that's coming straight out of India, and these niggas is stepping on it with their big toenails, looking like it ain't been cut since 1905. All of these niggas got their hands in our demise. You think they didn't know? You think they didn't know? And the foolish ones are the ones that really still put trust into this goddamn system. That really put trust in a system that has been proven that's been ineffective. We don't even win wars, guys. Come on, man. Stop. Let's stop with the let's stop with the madness. Let's stop. You name a war we participated in that we won. Stop. The Iraq war wasn't a war. It was an invasion. It was an invasion. Iraq wasn't a superpower. Come on, man. You think we go to war with China and Russia right now? You think we gonna stand? Go ahead. Go look at how these children is trained from young. They doing karate's, backflips. They learn how to cook, survive on their own, like literally. While we out here trying to tell our daughters it's okay to be a boy. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? We telling our boys it's okay to put on high heels, be as you feel. And you telling me them niggas give a damn about you? Are you shitting me? These niggas don't give two shits about us. Never did and never will. You are property and you are an experiment. Let me say that again so you guys can hear me clearly. You are property and you are an experiment. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more and nothing less. You are property and an experiment. Properties is mainly for the melanated people, and the experiment is for the Euros. You are an experiment. They are doing experiments on the behalf, on the greater good of the United States. This is why they told you need to get the whoop whoop done immediately. It's for the greater good. Trust us. We will never deceive you. We will never lie to you. Our job is to protect you. The fuck? Where's the protection? How can you protect me when you deliberately know that you're giving us human meat to eat from McDonald's? Huh? You deliberately know this. Absolutely. Fear is the easiest thing to sell. Because if I got everybody shook, if I got everybody petrified, you're so weak. And this is what I'm saying. You're so weak. You're so weak that you're just going to comply. I knew that this place was done in 2020. And this is no disrespect to anybody. We're just calling a spade a spade. When they say you had to get this done, and you bitch ass niggas went running, and I mean running. And I run so far away. Who know that song? And I run so. When that shit happened, and I seen the lines, I'm talking about the lines, people. The line was so long. Pause, nasty work. All I could do is just shake my head. The line was so long. I said, yo, we really doing this? Our people is really doing this because they told you that a story, that a nonsense and an image and videos of shit that happened in a country outside of us, and we've never seen this shit in person. You allow these niggas to brainwash you, make you believe, to take a whoop whoop. Y'all niggas is crazy. And when I seen that, I said, oh yeah, we done. We're moving forward. Anything that these niggas is telling us, moving forward, anything that these niggas tell us, we're gonna just comply. Facts. Facts. AI is the new president. I don't even think these niggas is real. Facts. Chico Boom, 73. What's up? Oh, you're gonna have to stomach a whole lot more. This is just the beginning. You see these fake ass snow that these niggas, these are trial runs, guys. Trial runs. They're sending cold weather in places you could have never imagined to be cold. These are trial runs. You're talking about you don't got to stomach this no more? Oh, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning, guys. Believe me, this is just the beginning. You don't gotta stomach it. Oh, you're gonna have a rude awakening. This is just the beginning. So again, like I told you guys before, the solution is quite simple. The solution is detoxing ourselves, right? We like I say this in every live. I guess I'm gonna have to just, pin it to the goddamn comments. And we gotta detoxify ourselves from a lot of shit. We are suffering from a high doses amount of dopamine. There's too much dopamine in our bloodstream. Okay? We have to detox. We have to go to withdrawal. That is the reason why your nervous systems can't trigger when shit is wrong, because the dopamine is too high. It's too much sugar in our tank. Pause. We got to break from that. Okay? For those that got situated, okay? I know some of you guys, because I get a lot of DMs when everybody's like, yo, what I got to do to detox, my job. I get it. I understand. But you got to get that shit removed, because it's bigger than what you think it is. You have been, not only have you patting yourself, but now you are on the grid. The people that was unalive for two reasons. Every single person was given different given different trial runs, and each thing did different damages to people's bodies. Those that was unalive, the reason why they're unalive is because their body rejected it, and it was working overtime. Okay, so you got to detoxify yourself. Some of these people, you got to also understand that a lot of our family and friends got to be removed. You got to detoxify. You got to come into a reality, right? The reality is holding ourselves accountable for the shit that we do. We gotta put differences aside. You gotta understand that this entire shit show is being operated, funded, conducted, and production done by the 13 family. We gotta realize who the true enemies are. And we also gotta realize that the enemies are also amongst us. It's a lot. But we gotta see who is who, what is what. I know, man, shout out to my bro. He tells me, like, yo, bro, they got people that take the shittiest jobs over here being bus drivers, over here being nannies, over here being the doorman. Meanwhile, these niggas is intel, gathering, watching, strategic, strategizing, doing all of that. So we gotta start finding those. The only way we're gonna find those is by being one with the universe, because evil can always be spotted. We just lost that. And we lost that because we have been overtaken by way too much dopamine. You gotta understand where the enemy lies. For the European citizens that that has this hatred, I want you to understand that once upon a time the 13 families was also coming for you guys. Why you think you came to America? Who you think you was running from? You thought you was running from them niggas? No. You wasn't. You wasn't. You was running from them. Those same people are the ones that's giving you whoever, this guy, that guy, Barry Santos, okay, Joe Left Behind It, Koala Harris, Koala, you heard? Okay, this is how you know it's a shit show, guys. These niggas will put these people in front of you and mock you. Koala Harris literally came on these podiums trying to be as black as possible, bro. All of a sudden got the southern accent, disrespecting, bro. Putting black women on the stage to twerk and shake their ass, disrespecting, bro. Yo, my niggas. Come on, man. Y'all niggas can't be crazy, bro. Y'all can't be out here losing. Niggas got no respect for you. It's a shit show. At this point in 2026, we all know that all of this is just comical. It's just comedy at this point. Pure comedy at its highest order. They're eating the dogs and the cats. The dogs and the cats. Meanwhile, this nigga's in the island kissing the girls and the boys. The girls and the boys. Come on, man. Stop. Playing with your emotions. I keep telling you guys, you can't have your line of fire, bro. Can't have no emotion. You got to see it for what it is, call it for what it is, and stand on business, bro. You guys don't want to stand on business. You guys just want to be entertained. You guys just want to be entertained. Oh, entertain me. Don't talk about that. Just give me entertainment, please. I like to laugh. The shit that's going on. You want to be entertained. This is why we suffering. This is why we at the bottom of the totem pole. This is why America is the weakest country in the world. the most out of shape, unhealthiest country in the world. People in the third world countries is living longer and better than us, and they don't have absolutely nothing. They don't have no internet. They don't got no Wi-Fi. They don't got no supermarkets to run to. Why do you think these niggas in India and those places are totally happy how they live in their life? They're selling to us like it's some bullshit. Look how these niggas is living. It's nasty. Oh my God, they got flies all around. Niggas completely content. Living 110, 115. Nigga, you be lucky if you make it to C75. The fuck? Come on. We lost our way. I seen something where they had image of how Americans used to look in the 50s and 60s. In the 50s and 60s, the American people was looking phenomenal. They don't look like that no more. Niggas is out here looking like dirt buckets. Hold on. We don't look like that no more. Look at how we looking. Look at how we dressing. Look at how we talk. We don't have no pizzazz. We don't have no adequacy. None of that. Everything is just dull and subtle. All of that is intentional. This is how you know that these niggas is playing with your emotions, bro. Gotta detox. We gotta start putting down these phones. We gotta go back to having conversation. Stop texting. Call somebody. Stop texting. Go to that person's house. Have face-to-face interactions. Stop looking for love on the internet. Go outside and go meet something you like and approach it like a man. And say, what's up, baby girl? You look good. I would love to take you out one day. Let her see you from the gate. That's the problem. We want everything handed to us, make as easy as can be. And it's like, yo, my niggas. Yes, I say niggas for Europeans too. Because you have now been subject to the shit show. You are some niggers. Because according to them, you are expendable. You understand? According to them. And we sitting here looking for answers and solutions, knowing that the first answer is within self. Know thyself. Understand that you've been violated. Yes, you've been violated. You've been spiritually, physically, mentally, and some of you even sexually been violated. Understand that. But don't allow that to be the reason why you got to play victim. Because at some point you got to stand up on something. And when you stand, you can walk. True word. This should be the last presidential election any one of us should participate in. All of this is a dub. So waste of time. It's not getting nothing done. You're not being heard. You're not being respected. You just being mistreated, and you accepting it because you're still in a mental state of playing victim. Why you want America great again? Because you're in a mental state of being a victim. Why are you mad at the migrants? Because you're in a mental state of playing victim. You mad about something. You feel like you're being mistreated. They're taking my job. No, my niggas, You ain't doing enough. You worrying about looking for a job when your job is to make sure that these people that you put in these offices, whether it's Congress, whether it's community elect, whoever, have to follow and cater to you. Nobody's doing that. What they're doing is they give every 4 years, they tell you, come along, sit back, kumbaya, tell me how you feel. Yeah, this is, we're take a survey, take a poll, write what you want. And then they'll sit back in the office and say, this is what we're gonna use. You ever see the movies with the presidential runs? You see everybody in a frenzy running around. All they're doing is gathering intel to see what is the sell pitch. How can we sell this to the people? And we're gonna sell it, and then everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's hearing us. He's hearing us. Yes. We want change in healthcare. No problem. You're gonna change the healthcare, but it's gonna cost you just a little 5% off the top of your paycheck. But you're gonna get premium though. When healthcare should be for free. With all this tax dollars, all this money that you bring, that you're giving Israel. Right? How much they giving them every month? How much they giving them every month? That money could have easily went to you hardworking United citizens. Could have easily went there, but no. Let's secretly keep writing bills and rules and regulations to continue funding outside entities. Meanwhile, people over here suffering. How is this the greatest country in the world where we got more homeless people than ever? We lead the world in suicide rates. We lead the world in disease. We lead the world in anything you can imagine. Guess who's in the lead? Us. But it's being advertised to the world as the greatest, you know what? But in reality, we lead, speaking of, Lou Hawk, absolutely. We're the only country that has more prisons than any place on the face of this earth. So if you have more prisons than any place on the face of this earth, that means you must have laws, low IQ laws that's going to fill those prisons up. Exactly. His name is Joe Left Behind It. His mind was left behind. That man was literally just put in place to simmer you guys down because you didn't like the aggressive approach that this guy was doing. It was just happening so fast. You guys couldn't catch up. He was like, wait, hold on. This nigga moving like this. Wait, what? Hold on. That's why they gave you that man. That man was Joe Left Behind It. That man can't talk. That man couldn't walk. That man was a walking, talking robot. Like I said in the last slide, that man was so left behind it. Every time they called his name, they said, Joe, Mr. Biden. Hi. I thought that was RoboCop. I thought that was the nigga that played RoboCop. Tell me I'm lying. Facts. All big business. Prisons, and you know what the sad thing is? They're selling it on the stock market and they're giving it different names. See, these names that they're giving is not for you. The money and the investments is too high for you. The people that's investing into the things are the niggas you idolize. The Michael Jordans, the Tom Bradys, this nigga. The people that you idolize are literally the ones that is contributing to your demise. When you know what? I'll save that for another time. I say this all the time. There's no such thing as left and right. It's only up and down. They show you this in the pyramids. There's those that's sitting up top taking advantage of those that's down. They gave you this left-right bullshit to keep us, because think about this. I want you guys to process this for a minute. Left and right, right? If I'm looking left and right, the only person that's left to right is next to me are my peers. Or the niggas that's in the hood, that's in the struggle, that's trying to get ahead. That's your left and right. But if I look up, they program you to look up, right? So when you look up, you're looking up, waiting for a savior to come from these skies, these beautiful blue skies. You're waiting for something to come up. That's why they gave you that story. That's why they gave you that story. Because if you understood how religion works, you will understand that what you're looking up for is the niggas that's already up there. The niggas that's up there with the same title and position of Christ, which was a 33-degree Freemason. He was 33 and he was called the Grand Master. But you don't understand that. So they got you looking up. They got you looking up, waiting for something to save you. But then told you it's the left and right. So you look amongst each other with hatred, anger, division, right? Then they made you look down and say, you see down there, that's hell. So don't do wrong. Don't go looking up. Stay focused on up. Try to be praise to the things up because you don't want to go down. Meanwhile, we already down. Meanwhile, we already living in hell. Meanwhile, we already going through the bullshit. Meanwhile, how many people is for foreclosure? How many people cars is being repoed? How many children is being removed? Should I go on? Should the list go on? But these niggas got you looking like this. That's the Jesuit order. Absolutely. Mike, y'all gotta follow me on my Instagram, bro. I'm gonna post up this video. Where they literally got a drone in real time looking at this nigga who's supposedly dead, fully active, looking up at that joint right now, 2026. Listen. Nah, bro. Florida Beach girl. No, you don't have the right to do nothing. Anything and everyone, they put it for you. Some of these people been trained from young. The word on the street is Barry Santos was chosen from a child to be what you guys call the president of the United States. Like I said earlier, your positioning in anything dealing with the you-know-whos, your positioning is like going to the movies, going to watch a 3D movie, and they gave you the 3D glasses. That's all you allowed to do. Same bird. Like I said, one coin, two different sides. One coin, two different sides. But you see when you flip it, right? It gotta go up. I'm gonna give you a metaphor so you can understand. They give you a coin, both sides, but when you flip it, it gotta go up. From the minute it's up, it decides who's being chosen. So when it hits the ground, there you go. You see how it works? You see how the universe works? Two coins on each side. You flip it up. By the time it goes up, the universe is already going to make the decision. These people are already going to make the decision on what you're going to get. Exactly. Shout out to Danny. If voting really mattered, if it had any power, it would not let you do it. They just want you to be a part of the shit show. Because all of this is just a stage. It's a facade. It's literally just to keep you guys in the disbelief or in a state of encouragement. They don't want you to have courage, but they just want you to have encouragement. Encourage that this president do the right thing. But you don't have the courage to stand up, because if you do, we might just cut off your benefits. This is where America is going. You see, you got to understand, now that we are living in the age of information, they got to grab control of everything. So now what you say, what you do, how you move will determine if you will have a successful life in this corporation called the United States. Like I told you before, you guys think this ICE shit is literally about migrants. They could give two shits about migrants. My ancestors go back to Benin. This is a shit show. All of this is just a facade. All of this is just a facade. All of this is literally something to keep you guys entertained while you're literally signing over your death certificate. Every time you go into those polls, you're signing over. Not only are you relinquishing your rights, because when you see what these people are pushing, they're always pushing security. We need better security, stronger security. We need this, we need that. And you say, yes, that's what we need. Yes, that's what we need. Now we got this guy. And remember those little ring cameras that's on your phone? Now BlackRock owns that. So them niggas could see what's going on in your house. They could see what you eating. They can hear what you're doing. Them little TVs, them high definitions. Remember back in the days when we was just so comfortable with a color screen, with a big back. Now we want the flat, smart TVs. We want Alexa to talk back to us. And if she's waiting for you to say something, the niggas that created her for you to say something to her, they can also hear. So whatever you saying, whatever you talking, they know. Now what? If you think when I'm lying about the smart TV, they're online right now. There's people, shout out to the brothers and sisters, who are literally showing you the step-by-steps to how to stop these things from listening to your conversation. See, that's what they want you to believe. Because when you do that, it just puts you on high alert. Why they don't want us to hear what's going on? They're gonna, I'm lying? Go look into any smart TV. You're going to see the little red circle. Now, anybody that grew up, you know what the red circle means. Even when you're on YouTube, even when you're on Instagram, even when you're on TikTok, that red circle only means record. So these niggas could record everything that you're saying, doing. And if you was to just one day say you had enough, absolutely. Of course they got cameras. I told you, listen, I told you guys this on 2 lives, that I went to a meeting. The man didn't give his name. He was one of those whistleblowers that was not, and listen, a whistleblower that was still part of the 3 Letterman. He was still part of the Alphabet Club. And I ain't talking about the LBGTQ. He came and gave fair warning of what you guys are seeing right now. Hold on a minute. Listen, what you think? What you think Operation Paperclip was about? You listen. Join my membership, and I'm gonna uncover. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna bring out the papers. I can't display this on the internet. I'm gonna bring out the paperwork and show you guys that everything that you was told. Let's just put it like this: World War One, World War Two, war in Iraq was all just sacrifices. Every 15, 20, 30, 40 years, they need blood. Oh yeah. And if you think for 1 second, listen to me carefully when I tell you guys this. If you think for 1 second that what happened in the Middle East in 1941, you think for 1 second what they told you is what really it was, you still sleeping. Oh yeah. You're still sleeping. And I got all the information. You know what? What I'm gonna do is I don't even want to leave it in my possession. I want to put that shit in a trusty box, like in a smart box, hidden somewhere so far that God forbid something happens to this world, I still got those documentations. Farrakhan is part of the problem, guys. Farrakhan answers to the Vatican, guys. Farrakhan answers to the Vatican, guys. Because they are hiding it. They are hiding it. Not only are they hiding it, but they're throwing it out in your face now to make a mockery out of you. Because now the person that you thought was there for the people try to save the babies and the children and remove all those pedophilias and everything like that. You're coming to find out that he's part of the club too. All of them. That's just what they do. Remember, they carry the same DNA of Alexander the Greek. They carry that same DNA. Nothing changes. Pedophilia, homosexuality, all of that is in their repertoire. That's what they do. That's what they do. It's never, if you think for 1 second that these niggas is doing stuff for the greater good of humanity, you highly nuts. How can you do the greater good of humanity when you just invaded Venezuela? How can you be for the greater good of humanity when you're literally putting hard-working citizens? Yes, these are citizens. Don't let this ICE migrant bullshit fool you, bro. These are tax-paying citizens. They're using tax records to find these people. Don't let this shit fool you. What you guys are seeing on TV is what they want you to see. They want you to see that they took somebody that speak no English. They want you to see that. But when you go on the dark web, and you're gonna see how many so-called U.S. citizens are being yapped up. That's why they had to give you the European. Because if you see them attacking the European, that lets you know that anybody is expendable, excuse me. If they think about this. If they gunned down, if they had arrested and gunned down a male, gay, homosexual, black, melanated, you think America will be in an uproar? You guys will say it's some level of justification behind that. It's no disrespect. You guys have been brainwashed. You have been programmed to be in that state of mind. So of course. But if it's one of you guys, oh no, this shit is going too far. This shit is going too far. You know what's crazy? You guys still don't even understand that you guys are next. And I'm speaking mainly for my European citizens. You guys are next. You seen the bullshit that they did when they so-called invaded? They so-called invaded the White House? What nationality was them? We all know from the information we gathered now, we all know that joint was a joke. But the message was being delivered clear. The message is you Europeans, European citizens have gotten way too much freedom. They want to disarm you guys. You see all these so-called school shootings and massacres. What nationality is that? What skin tone is that? What skin tone is that? Trust me, we working on going home. But when we go home, when we leave, let's make a swap. I'll go back home and you take your people here. You see the racism? So if you want to play those type of games, I could play it too. If that's what you want, go home then, right? This is the low IQs. This is the Jesuit creation. He probably a Jesuit. 1444, probably a Jesuit. Look how fat, exactly. Danny Shaw, thank you, bro. Still don't you still don't understand what's going on. Oh, still don't understand. You guys are still sleeping. Because like the brother said earlier, it's all left and right. Just keep like this. That's all you got to do. Never look up. When you look up, just wait for a image, a story that we gave you is going to come down and redeem you. Yes. Jesus and Jesuit. They took the beginning of Jez and put the end for us for Zeus. Because that's who they worship. Lucifer. Satanic, right? Right? That's where that comes from. Right? And you see the end of it, the end of Jesuit is also the end of Christ. Make it make sense. Wake up. Wake the F up. You sleeping too much. You're sleeping too much. You're unaware of what's going on. I know. It's hard to believe that this shit is all in our faces, been in our faces this entire time. But it takes a melanated nigger to come out here and bring forth this information. You know why? Because I already know what the problem is. I already know what the matrix is. I already know why we so docile, why we're so weak. I was going to make a live and I was going to title this, "The Self-Entitlement is the Reason Why America Will Never Rise Ever Again." Nobody wants to work hard. Nobody wants to go through hardships. Nobody wants to, go through the fire. Everybody want everything handed to them. You know why? Because your entire livelihood is in your hand. So that mentality of having it in your hand, you want everything given to you in your hand, because what's in your hand gives you everything that you want. You guys are unaware of that. You guys are aware of this. All of this shit is clear as day. Understand what they had to use to literally have the entire world under their footstool. Oh, doesn't that sound like a biblical verse? That gave you the same biblical story and told you to your face that the world was given unto the hands of the wicked. So because of that, you allow the wickedness to happen. It's all psychological. Once you understand what's going on, once you understand the tools, the procedures, the process, then everything's going to start making sense. Facts. Things don't make sense to you because you are in a state of denial. You still believe you can fly. Like I tell you all the time, the last nigga that thought he can fly landed in prison. I believe I can fly in jail. I believe I can touch the sky in jail. I think about it every night and day in jail. Spread my wings, the wing, the left wing and the right wing in jail. So until we deconstruct, until we break free, until we come to the realization, yes, guys, guess what? The Constitution no longer protects you. 9/11 took that away. Once they created the so-called Patriot Act, the minute they see you niggas and trying to get riled up and get fed up and want to go against the grain, martial law, shut everything down. This is what the ICE is here for. This is a new task force that's designed not for the migrants. It's designed for anybody that feels entitled. Right? They say that the lady that was gunned down, wasn't she a army vet, I believe, or was it the guy, or was it both? At both their names, one was named Pretty and the other name was Good. It's a pretty good show, ain't it? I'm drinking tea, by the way. It's a pretty good show, ain't it? And guess who got front seat? You niggas. Uh-huh. Pretty good, right? It's a pretty good show. Just sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch. This is what the whole theme of it all is, to sit back and watch. This is a pretty good show. Because when it's all said and done, your entire so-called liberty will literally be taken away. And that is a fact. Yo, Cal, remove this Paul Sasaki. Remove this nigga. Cash your check, bro. I'm about to go inside and see this person right here. Cash your check, bro. I'm waiting till 10 o'clock. I got 4 more minutes with y'all. Oh, yo, Danny Shaw. He's a very intelligent man. I'm glad you are in the know. Florida Beach girl. Can't get out of this. It's too late. It's too late. Some of you guys is on the grid. Some of you guys is like literally, they could turn on the switch and everybody go, ah. They showed you that in the movies. We got weirdos that come over here and talk their reckless nonsense and like, sober again. Like they take this shit as a joke. They mock you. They thinking this shit is funny. Like I tell you guys, it's not gonna be funny when these people come to your crib, bro. It's not gonna be funny when there's your cousin, your daughter, your nephews, your nieces, when they are the ones that are being taken advantage of. It's not, bro. It's not. For the person that says that they all fake, you like what, 15, 16? I can tell you, without a shadow of a doubt, I'm watching. And this is no disrespect for where you guys is from. I'm watching, to me, the greatest state in the world become the biggest, the weakest state of all times. I'm watching it. I've been outside since 1996. I have never imagined I will be alive to see the conditions we are in, and it's only getting worse. They got tampons in the male bathrooms. Yeah. Oh, Mockingbird, Operation Paperclip, Project. Like all of these things is here. Like, you know, I hate when I gotta talk to people that act like they know, knowing that they don't know, and their information is solely off what these people are telling you, knowing that these people is signing up for your death certificate, knowing that there's individuals like William Cooper who was taken out because of the information. Go read The Pale White Horse. If you guys never read that, go read that. Go read the Pale White Horse. That man, in that book, you're gonna see declassified information. When that man published that book, he had a hit out on him. But Danny Shaw, man, follow the movement, bro. Subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, ROD Podcast 1212. You know what I'm saying? Follow the movement, bro. See, I'm looking for the real niggas, bro. Real niggas, bro. I'm tired of this weak shit, bro. I'm tired. I'm like Bernie Mac. I'm tired of it, bro. Tired. I come on here. Listen. I will be coming on here every day if this shit was literally not a mental fatigue, bro. Because for somebody to have all this knowledge, I have a 2-year-old who's about to be 3 this year. And I would look at my lady and I'd be like, yo, bro, like you think we made a mistake putting this little nigga on this earth with this condition of this world? We say this every day, bro. Because shit does not look real. It's like, yo, how did we get here? And to see where we're going. Yeah. Like, yo, bro. Ah, man, this shit crazy out here, boy. Yo. Ah, man. This, like, today, I want you guys to just take the time out and call your loved ones and tell them you love them, bro. Call your moms, call your girl, call your boyfriend, call your husband, call your wife, call whatever. Anybody that means something, somebody dear to you. I don't care if it's your male best friend, pause. Be like, yo, my nigga, you know I love you, bro. You know why? Because when this shit happens, bro, the last thing you want your friends to remember is like, nah, my nigga said he loved me, bro. I ain't gonna violate, son. When you think these purge movies, why you think movies like Contagious, what you think, like all these movies that you see coming out, Minority Report, Hunger Games, yo, bro, they got this game called A Gamer with Gerard Butler. He's being controlled by children. That's what's controlling you. These niggas got everything. What's that movie with Van Diesel? And he was an army vet, sport blood. This nigga had nano chips all in his body, and yeah. All right, I'm out of here. For those that subscribe, I appreciate it. For those that, you know what I'm saying, thinking that I'm talking crazy, hey man, they thought Malcolm X was crazy. They thought Betty Shabazz was crazy. They thought Tupac was crazy. They thought everybody that stood against the opposition was crazy. But look, they still remember to this very day. And you gonna remember me. I promise you. This world will remember me. Y'all gonna be like, yo, this nigga right here was talking that talk. It's your brother, man. I'm out.